Revelations, excuse me. Revelations 13. I read from the Institute for Scripture Research, the ISR, because it takes a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Greek to English, and Aramaic to English. Yah is the Elohim of the heavens and the earth, the first and the last and the only, and he's an extremely jealous El. He's so jealous that he doesn't even want the names of idols or mighty ones to come to our lips. And Yah is short for Yahweh, Yahweh, Yod-Heh-Vav-Heh. Excuse me. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. Excuse me. It's like saying Dan, Daniel, Daniel with an E. What is the difference and does matters when people say that Phil, Bob, Sam, and Aaron are the same name when no they're not, and no one in their right mind would ever believe that. And only a fool would believe that a hammer could force its creator to do anything, and there was no letter J in the Hebrew, Greek, or Aramaic text because the letter J is about 600 years old. While the son of Elohim, Yahoshua, died on a stake for the sins of all of humanity over 2,000 years ago, and a direct translation from Hebrew to English, Yahoshua is Joshua, and I strongly believe that the son of Elohim's name, Yahoshua, means Yahweh is salvation. Excuse me. Interesting. 13. And I stood on the sand of the sea, and I saw a beast coming up out of the sea, having 7 heads and 10 horns, and on his horns 10 crowns, and on his heads names of blasphemy. And the beast I saw was like a leopard, and his feet were like the feet of a bear, and his mouth like the mouth of a lion. And the dragon gave him his power and his throne and great authority. And I saw one of his heads as having been slain to death, and his deadly wound was healed. And all the earth marveled after the beast, and they worshipped the dragon who gave authority to the beast. And they worshipped the beast, saying, Who is like the beast? Who is able to fight with him? And he was given a mouth speaking great matters of blasphemies, and he was given authority to do so 42 months. And he opened his mouth in blasphemies against Elohim, to blaspheme his name and his tent and those dwelling in heaven. And it was given to him to fight with the set apart ones and to overcome them, and authority was given to him over every tribe and tongue and nation, and all those dwelling on the earth whose names have not been written in the book of life of the slain Lamb from the foundation of the world. From the foundation of the world shall worship him. If anyone has an ear, let him hear. He who brings into captivity shall go into captivity, and he who kills with the sword has to be killed with the sword. Jeremiah 15:2 and 43:11. And it says A. Burr 9-6 or 9:6. Compare chapter 13 with Dan 7. So the entire chapter of Dan 7 with the entire chapter of Revelation 13. I just say Revelations but it is Revelation. Which I did kind of learn that listening to the videos I was making as I was putting them on YouTube, and I realized it's Revelation, and I'm like, whatever. Not a matter to me. Here is the endurance and the belief of the set-apart ones. And I saw another beast coming up out of the earth, and he had 2 horns like a lamb and spoke like a dragon, and he exercises all the authority of the first beast in his presence, and causes the earth and those who dwell in it to worship the first beast, whose deadly wound was healed. By the way, that's going to be the pretender coming. He's going to be fatally wounded, and he will be healed, but he will die, but he will live. Only he won't be human anymore. He'll be fully the imitator, the devil, Satan, because he'll have died. Then they'll worship him as if he's the first, which is Satan. And he who does great signs, so that And he does great signs, so that he even makes fire come down from the heaven on the earth before men. And he leads astray those dwelling on the earth because of those signs which he was given to do before the beast, saying to those dwelling on the earth to make an image of the beast, who was wounded by the sword yet lived. And basically when it says wounded by a sword, it's just that he was basically killed with a weapon and he lived. Excuse me. And there was given to him to give spirit to the image of the beast, and the image of the beast should both speak and cause to be killed as many who would not worship the image of the beast. And he caused all, both small and great, and rich and poor, and free and slave, to be given a mark upon their right hand or upon their foreheads, and that no one should be able to buy or sell except he that has the mark or the name of the beast or the number of his name. 666. Here is the wisdom. He who has understanding, let him calculate the number of the beast, for it is the number of a man, and his number is 666. B, 13b. Some ancient manuscripts have 616 instead of 666. Yeah, this is what's happening right now. People are getting the chip, the coronavirus RFID chip vaccine. That is this right here, the mark of the beast, and you're either going to get it in your hand or your forehead. And no one's going to be able to buy or sell except he that has the mark, or the name of the beast, or the number of his name. Excuse me. That's happening right now. Like, this new company here in Canada, it's called Square Canada or something like that. It's 100% doesn't, like, I think it gives you a receipt and stuff, but it's not very secured, and it tells you that right there in the ad. Like, it doesn't protect against anything at all, and what was the main thing of this? Oh yes, that's right. It takes that special chip. You just scan it, and you just tap all your cards and all that. That's all it does. It doesn't do any swiping, doesn't do any finger thingy. Your card is basically, it may as well be in your hand, and they just touch it, and that's it. And in the U.S., they were doing a lot of towns were actually like asking people if they wanted this, and a lot of people were doing it. And you see them scanning at the till with their hand. I'm like, you sold your soul or your spirit to the devil. And once you take the mark of the beast, there is no coming back. You've given yourself up. You're dead. Which sucks, but don't give yourself up. Die not serving him. That's the only other option.